That's a swallowtail. They're getting more and more rare. I see about 3 of them on this meadow. It's really cool. Beautiful butterfly. Swallowtails seem to like these field thistles. They're wholly edible. They have spines though, they're a bit of a pain to deal with, but they're edible. Can you hear that creaking sound? That's an old Widowmaker that fell, but didn't fall all the way to the ground. He's leaning on another tree, and when it's windy, it makes these creaking noises. So windy. Okay. Definitely the only plant they're interested in are these field thistles. That's remarkable. So many plants on the meadow, they just go after this field thistle. And as I was saying, all parts of this plant are edible. Are said to be the most nutritious. The leaves are most easily accessible. You just have to remove the spines, which is a bit of a pain. That's why I don't usually bother, but I'm aware of this plant and I'm ready to use it if I find myself in a situation where I need it, or my life depends on it. For now, the swallowtails seem to enjoy the flowers. Must be really yummy. Got a tough job pollinating field thistle in this wind, but they do it well. Windy or not, they go. They're kind enough to land with their wings open, so I can film how beautiful they are. Some butterflies, when they land, they close their wings. Common blue is a typical example. Such a beautiful, wow, the wind. I think it's blowing right into the microphone, so you can't hear what I'm saying. Anyway, the common blue is a beautiful butterfly. It's just absolutely gorgeous blue on the inside. But when it lands, which is the only time when you can really film it because its flight pattern is very chaotic, when it lands, it closes its wings. And from the outside, it's just not so pretty. Very difficult to film how beautiful that butterfly is. But swallowtails, oh, they're larger, they're beautiful, and they land with their wings open. So you can just film them in all of their beauty. And I'm pretty sure the wind's making a mess of my voice. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm just gonna let you enjoy the sight of this beautiful butterfly, the swallowtail. And the creaking of that Widowmaker. Here's my creaking Widowmaker I was telling you about. Essentially this huge pine tree rotted away because of fungus or some nuts that got themselves buried in it and caused the fungus to get inside. Then the pine lost the grip, and down here at the bottom it essentially detached from its roots. Subsequently it was about to fall, but as it was falling it fell on another tree, a living tree, a beech. So instead of falling on the ground, it's been leaning like that since it rotted away. And now when the wind blows, the beech sways with the wind and causes that creaking. But of course, now that I came here, the creaking stopped. No wind. By the way, a few months ago I filmed the black slug not far from here, and as I was filming, this same tree was creaking. If you look at the video, you can hear that creaking in it. It's the same creaking, the same tree that was making that creaking sound. So it's this pine tree, this one here. Now that was it. Now the wind came and we got the creak. That's it. That's what I was telling you about. The creak is quite loud. It's like really loud banging. You can hear it from far away. You're basically in the woods somewhere else and you just hear this loud banging. From the beginning I thought someone was in the woods, maybe axing a tree or something. Eventually I realized it was this Widowmaker. And up here, where the Widowmaker meets the beech, you can see how scratched the beech is. See, the bark is missing. Here too, in parts of the beech. That is a really loud creak. But this bark is missing from this Widowmaker rubbing itself on it. It just fell directly on that tree. And as the wind blows, the two rub against each other and the beech tree gets scratched. And that's how fungus gets introduced to the tree. So the beech tree is gonna go at some point too. And it's gonna be another Widowmaker. But for now it stands tall, stands strong, but the pine tree is not so strong anymore. But it is really scratching on that beech, big time. It is a large tree, I better keep a distance. You never know when this is gonna fall. It's in a rough shape. It's just a question of time. Not safe to be so close. There's a reason why they call it a Widowmaker after all. That's right. When this guy goes down, that's gonna be savage. There's gonna be a lot of noise in the woods. That's gonna scare the living crap out of everyone in the woods. Hopefully I'm not gonna be right beside it when that happens. Time to go for sure.